On today's show, a look at two entrepreneurs who are making major strides with their multicultural cosmetic grooming brand. Jason L. Hawkins and Jarrett Patterson, co-founders of Respected Roots, are here to discuss how their organization is bridging the gap of multicultural grooming products. I'm Commissioner Natalie Hall, and the district is next.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. They kept prescribing it, so I kept taking it. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Home fire drills give your family a plan of action. In a home fire, you may have less than 2 minutes to get out. So when you drill, show everyone 2 ways out of the house, pick a safe meeting spot, and get there in under 2 minutes. Then practice home fire drills at least twice a year. You can even make them fun. So everyone knows the sound and exactly what to do when they hear a smoke alarm. Go to ready.gov/fire drill and learn how to prepare your family for home fires.
Welcome to the district. I'm Commissioner Natalie Hall. The global skincare market was valued at nearly $135 billion in 2018, increasing nearly 60% in the past 10 years, and it is projected to reach $180 billion, an increase of over 30% in the next 5 years. Though we've seen such a major growth in the overall skincare market, many minorities still struggle to find products they feel are natural, healthy, and will work for their skin. My guests today, entrepreneurs and founders of a natural cosmetic grooming line headquartered right here in Atlanta, Georgia. Respected Roots was created by two entrepreneurs who are great friends, Jarrett Patterson and Jason Hawkins. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourselves and Respected Roots and why it was important for you to operate create natural grooming line.
Okay, we'll start
Create a natural grooming line for people of color. There
Take
you
it
go.
from-
Thank you.
Stand by. In 5, 4, 3.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves, Respected Roots, and why it is important for you to create a natural grooming line for people of color.
Yep, so I'm Jarrett, and just what you said is important for us to use natural products. And at the time, I didn't feel that anything existed on the market that was benefiting us and our community and being for our skin. So we felt it was very important that we had access to natural products that actually gave you the benefit of what they claim to do: moisturize, style, hydrate, all of that kind of stuff.
Yes. And Jason, what makes Respected Roots products different from other products that are available on the market?
Yes, ma'am. Well, first of all, thank you for having us on your show.
Thank
me
you
and
for
Jared
being
are very
here.
honored to be here with you. What makes Respected Roots different from all the other products in the industry is, one, that we manufacture and create and finance all of our products. here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we curated our grooming line with natural ingredients to benefit ethnic skin. You know, for so long we've been exposed to or had access to products that truly didn't benefit and give us the optimal skin care that we deserve. So we took it upon ourselves to fulfill a void.
That's great. And how would you describe your brand?
Our brand is more of a culture as opposed to just a brand. We truly grassroots. When we first started, we went out and we did surveys in the community, asking gentlemen what did they use in their beards or what did they use to deep condition their skin, and most of them came back to us with an answer that we knew growing up, which was nothing. Most of us, our mothers and grandmothers, put Vaseline on our face as we started out. So we wanted to create a luxurious brand that gave attention to the skin, which is a foundation to healthier hair.
And where do you see Respected Roots being in, say, 5 years?
A global brand. We just want to, like Jason said, we're not just a brand, we're a culture. So we start with fulfilling the need that we saw the void in, which is the cosmetics and the beauty industry. But we are very involved in the community. Right. We are involved with the youth and developing, helping them see their way through this, system of education that we have. We see ourselves more so as a lifestyle brand, and so we could see ourselves being a global brand over the next 5 years.
Well, what do you expect to look forward to in 2020?
Well, in 2020, what we're going to kick off our YouTube series where we're educating people who are like us, who wanted to start a business like ours, but really unsure how to start, as well as the purpose behind our brand, why we created it, what the movement is behind it, why it's so important to be involved in your community, as well as open some limited store locations where people can have access to go and pick up our product outside of a typical big box retailer, and traveling more, just expanding the brand and creating awareness for Respected Roots.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know that both of you have a heart for serving the community because you've participated for the past 2 years in my youth conferences.
Yes, ma'am.
So what else does Respected Roots do in the community?
Well, Jared and myself, we created our own nonprofit, which is the Respected Roots Brotherhood Initiative. And what we do, we go out and partner with schools in the Atlanta public school systems, as well as partner with purpose-built schools, where
Yes.
it's a collection of nonprofits that go and enable these young people to have a better chance of life. Our curriculum is based off of 6 weeks. We don't interrupt the enrichment program at the schools, but we go in and we talk to young men of color from the 9th grade to the 12th grade, and we talk to them about how to resolve conflict without aggression, how to articulate yourself and know how to express yourself, but thinking first and implementing your critical thinking skills, as well as financial management and financial literacy, talking to them about things that is going to help them in their day-to-day beyond the classroom.
That's great stuff. Well, let's take a break, and when we come back, more. It's not moving. It's like right in the middle. Oh, you added something else?
Yeah, that's what he was pointing to.
Oh, he pointed at the bottom to let's take a break.
Ask that question, stand by. 5, 4, 3.
So share with us what you most remember about the youth conference.
Oh, you want me to go first on this one?
I'll be quick.
Okay.
I just enjoyed, there was a time at the end of the conference where it was requested that if any, because the kids had a lot of questions, and it was going to run over, but we had a limited amount of time. And so they said, if you had any questions, come on up to the front while we handle, the rest of what's going on. And a lot of times when you're at an event like that, kids tend to be timid and they don't want to get up. It was just a flood of kids that got up and had questions for the whole panel, not just Jason and myself. And I just thought that was great because these young minds actually were thirsty for knowledge.
Right.
And this was they saw it and took advantage of the platform for what it was. You had entrepreneurs on stage that looked like them, that related to them. And I thought that was great to see them latch on to that and take advantage of it. So just seeing the expressions on their faces and hearing the questions is what I like the most.
Well, it was wonderful for me to see that because I've been doing that conference for 8 years, starting back when I was chief of staff to Commissioner Garner. So to see that happen like that for the first time, it was amazing. I didn't know if it was attributed to the people on the panel being so dynamic that it drew the youth to them, or if we have something going on out there with our youth that needs to be addressed, and we just hit on that topic to the point that it drove them toward us. But it was really outstanding.
Yes.
And what do you remember?
Excuse me. I think it was a phenomenal event. Jared and myself have been fortunate to be guests of yours for 2 years consecutively, being able to work with the young kids and being able to interact with them. Just listening to the brilliant minds when I would hear them converse amongst themselves, as well as the questions that they were asking. Typically when we sit in environments like that, most of the kids, they're talking about music, or it's streamlined to one industry or just two. This particular pool of individuals that you had were talking about, aeronautics and space engineering, and as well as tech, as well as music, as well as becoming president. You have created a platform that have allowed these young people to tap their resources and be able to see visuals in front of them, such as us as entrepreneurs, where it would allow them to see beyond their prism of where they may live. So phenomenal job for you and your staff who put this on. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, because it's just important to me to show them that, we understand everybody's not going to college, and that there are other opportunities available for them to be successful.
Yes, ma'am.
And let's take a break. We will come right back, more with Jason and Jared of Respected Roots. Stay with us.
One in 4 women will experience domestic violence. Domestic violence goes beyond physical abuse. Abusers will emotionally isolate victims, cut off their financial resources, and threaten to harm their loved ones. When a victim does decide to leave, she's frequently faced with the challenge of a complex legal system and a confrontation with her abuser in court. That's why the Atlanta Volunteer Lawyers Foundation created the Safe and Stable Families Program to help survivors navigate the legal system to permanently break free from their abusers. This family-centered program provides survivors with free legal consultation, safety planning, and referrals to other much-needed assistance, all on the same day they arrive at the courthouse. The program even provides attorneys to stand with survivors in their legal proceedings. AVLF clears the barriers imposed by abusers so that survivors have the resources they need to see the legal process through to the end. Because when survivors have legal assistance, they have a real chance to gain the stability they need to live free of violence. To learn more or to find an opportunity to volunteer, visit avlf.org.
I don't remember how it started. Our back and forth. Victory. Fumble. Repeat. It always came back.
Okay, here we go, throw it!
Yeah. You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Nice.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Welcome back. We've been talking to Jason and Jared, the founders of a nonprofit called Respected Roots. Jason, who does your nonprofit serve, and why did you choose to serve the particular group that you did?
Our demographic focuses more on the young men of color from 9th grade to 12th grade. Those are their more formidable and impressionable years. we also know as young men ourselves, men of color, that in their same seats we sat once before, and we know the life skills that we have accumulated now over time. We didn't know about that. We wasn't aware, and we feel it's our duty to share with those young men things that will help them. You know, not only become better students, better people, but also just better community servants, better pillars in their communities, better husbands to their wives, better brothers to their family members. So that's our goal. Our goal is to reach our young men so we can help change the narrative of how we think, how we address each other, and how we feel about ourselves.
Well, Jared, what is one thing that men can add to their grooming habits that would make a big difference?
You know, that is a great question, and I'm gonna give you the short answer. I guess regular, repetitive maintenance. So a lot of times, us guys, we're such in a rush and in a hurry. We think we could use a lotion once, and that's good for the rest of the week, or we think that we can use a beard conditioner once. Just repetition, because it's winter time. The skin tends to be a lot more dry.
Oh, yes.
So you need to hydrate more often. Ladies seem to understand that, but us guys just need a little reminder to use something every day. Hydrate, moisturize. It's not something that we talk about often, but it's important because we want to look good, right?
Yes.
So just repetition. Do the same things every day to adequately hydrate your skin.
Well, what has the community's response been to your products?
You know, it's been awesome. Like I said, so sometimes it's an awkward conversation because guys just don't talk about it. What they want to know, everyone wants to know how to not have dry skin, how to not have an itchy face, how to not have, you know, dry scalp, or so they want to know it. So it's sort of, sometimes it's an awkward conversation at the beginning, but slowly but surely when me and Jason go into the barber shops, it might start off awkward, but by the time we're done talking, everybody's listening, and usually before we leave, we have a couple of people asking us questions, the barbers included. So it's just a great way to, using the products is just a great way to hydrate your skin, and just educating the people is what we really want to do, and help them to take care of themselves. Everybody wants to look good.
Right.
Well, any final thoughts for our viewers?
Yes. What we ask the viewers is to, you know, follow us at respectiveroots.com. You can also follow us on our social media page and look at the things that we're doing and trying to make strides in our community. Jared and myself, we can't do it by ourselves, and we know there are so many more of you out here who are very interested in where our young men and young women are going in the future. And we ask for you to reach out to us, and if you can help us, hey, each one, teach one, and we can all make this a better place where we are.
Yes. And Jared, any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, the final thoughts is, I guess for the youth, I would direct them to seek guidance, because there are people out there like us, you know, like Jason said, we can't do it alone. There are plenty of people, plenty of resources.
Yes.
So if you don't feel like they're reaching out to you, you have the internet, you know, reach out to them. You have people like yourself that serve the community on a daily basis.
Right.
So just find out who can help you. I guarantee you, in your community, there is something or somebody in place that will be able to direct you and put you on the right path.
Right.
Good advice, guys. Thank you, Jason and Jared, for joining us on today's show and continuing to devote yourselves to providing healthy grooming products.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm so used.
Yeah, we're going to.
I'm so used to the music being my cue. It's so empty without
it.
it.
That's how you heard my story go.
Yeah.
Just look at the camera and say, we'll be right back.
Okay.
Stay with us. Right?
Okay.
5, 4, 3.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Honey, what I think you need is a socket wrench.
I played JV basketball.
I'm sorry. I don't think it looks right.
This is good, and it's all good, baby.
Is it really all good?
If you love me enough to routinely test your handyman skills, not to mention the strength of your marriage, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
I'm gonna call my dad.
There. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Can I tell you another one? So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit? Banana. What is a boxer's favorite drink? Fruit punch. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly.
Lights out. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
No one gets a diploma alone. You need support.
Many times when we discuss being healthy, we talk about the foods we are eating, our exercise routines, or a specific health issue we may have, but we rarely discuss how healthy the products are that we're putting in and on our bodies. As the executive sponsor of Fulton County's strategic priority area called All People Are Healthy, I am happy to expand our conversations on what it really means to be healthy. Meanwhile, I've been really busy in the district attending various community and civic events. Take a look. Many thanks for the invitations to attend. That's our show for today. Special thanks to our guests for joining us, and a special thanks to you for watching. Feel free to contact our District 4 office anytime by calling 404-612-8226 or emailing me at district4@fultoncountyga.gov. And be sure to connect with me at FullCodeD4 on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Until we meet again, I'm your District 4 Commissioner, Natalie Hall.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Your son wants to get a cat,
I'll really take care of it.
but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
job!
Or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.